During your needs analysis, you want the customer to talk more anyway, because you're asking questions and you're gathering information. So it's you don't want to talk as much as the client during the needs analysis. You want to ask a question and listen. We call it active listening. You want to be able to ask a question and listen to understand what's being said. And I'm somebody that used to take notes when I was on the calls or when I'm on sales. I take notes from what I'm hearing from the customer because that's important information. You'd be surprised at how many times I was able to get a sale just because I was able to recall something that somebody said, whether it had importance to what they need from their coverage or really just building rapport. Like you'd be surprised. So I'm a big note taker when it comes to sales. I'm a big note taker regardless, but um, when it comes to um, asking, excuse me, over speaking or you saying like you speak too much during the needs analysis is where we just want to dial back and listen, ask questions and listen. Now, the style of question that we ask is important. Again, when you start talking about a specific benefit, each one, you want to start with an open-ended question. It's a question that's phrased in a way where the client has to elaborate on their answer. So, for example, Eric, if I was to say, Erica, did you eat dinner last night? You'd say yes or no, right? But then if I was to ask you, Erica, what'd you have for dinner last night? Now you're going to give me like the whole spiel, whether you cooked or not, whether order food in, where'd you order from, how much was it, what'd you have, was it good or not? Like it's the way that you style the question is going to determine the information that you're going to get back. So the first question we ask for each benefit should always be an open-ended question because then we get the client to talk more. You'll know you're not asking an open-ended question is if you ask the first one and the answer is a yes, no, or a one-word answer or a two-word answer, something that's very quick. That's your signal that you didn't ask an open-ended question. So when you go through your needs analysis, you want to make sure the first question you ask for each benefit is an open-ended question. Does that make sense? Now, when you're presenting the plan, that's where you're going to talk more. Because now it's the customer's time to listen to see what you were able to gather. So again, don't worry too much about speaking too much on the call. Certain sections are going to call for different things. Needs analysis, less talking, more listening. Plan presentation, more talking, more selling. That's where the actual sale part comes in. Make sense? Yep. Yep. Well, for sure. I mean, Miss Burrows, if I was able to help you out with that, would that benefit you? You definitely want to get a yes to the tieback for sure, because that's how you know something is an actual need. So now, because this is why I asked you to start out. How early are you or experienced are you within your sales journey, right? So because you're relatively new, I'm not going to overwhelm you. I'm going to keep everything at the needs analysis, right? So again, I just want to recap. We want to start out by asking open-ended questions. We use the close-ended questions to find a pain point. We need to understand that pain point, so we need to ask a few more to understand why. And then we follow that up with a tieback question. Hey, if I was to help you out with that, would that benefit you? We want to do this for about 3 to 5 needs. We need to get 3 to 5 needs. If we can get 3 to 5 needs and have a better understanding of our clients, we should be able to close more and gain our consistency. Okay? Questions? Any questions for me?